Hello, everybody. I'm finally back on Facebook Live, and I'm really excited about that. Hi, I'm Lindsey. I'm the owner of MissHeard Media, a company that emboldens and empowers tween and teen girls to be smart, savvy, and global through our international community blog and skills building live events. So as I was promoting this, I went a little heavy on the puns. I promise I will tone it down on the puns. But it definitely has been a wild year, from having to rebuild the entire MissHeard Media website to doing a wildly successful Kickstarter, creating our first product, and like everything in between. So between traveling and being super sick and having a horrible allergic reaction to this face cream, which is why my face looks red and weird, I'm excited to be back, even though I'm a little splotchy, so please forgive me. Before I get into the topic this week, I just want to tell you about two quick housekeeping things that I'm really excited for. I'm vending 2 holiday markets this weekend. On Friday, I'll be at Winterfest by Wonder Garden in Noma, DC. It's free to attend, and I know for a fact there will be at least one other girl-powered booth there to shop at. And Sunday, 11 to 4, I'll be at an event that is very near and dear to my heart, which is the Empowered Women International Holiday Marketplace. It's at the Silver Spring Civic Center, and every vendor there is a woman. She might be an immigrant or refugee woman or low-income woman that owns a small business and is really trying to make changes in her life. So it's a great place to shop and do good. So I hope to see you there. So this week, I wanted to talk about goal setting in 2019. As you may have heard before, goals should be SMART. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. But what does that really mean? So I wanted to break this down by looking at my big goal for 2018. This year, I really wanted to do something with girls and history. My background is in history, and I was really missing, doing history. All right, so do something with girls and history is a goal, but it's not a very SMART one. And inspired by another planner that I received as a gift, I thought it would be fun to do an on this day planner, but of girls' history. All right, so now my goal is more specific. Create a planner relating to girls and women's history. So if I'm going to do this, I need the timely part, so I needed to create a deadline. I decided August. That was going to give me time to research, create the planner, raise the money, hire the designer, and then pitch the planner to stores. So create a girls and women's history planner by August is a SMART goal, but that's a huge undertaking, and it's something that seems so big that I really almost hesitated to start. But from there, I could break down this big goal into smaller tasks. I researched girls and women by the decade and plotted them onto a calendar. I decided to do a Kickstarter to raise money, which was a huge undertaking on its own. I made a backup plan in case we did not hit the Kickstarter goal, because you do not get any of that money if you don't hit that goal. I vetted and hired our amazing designer, Abby, and once we had the money, I researched printers and costs. This is a huge project, and each one of those steps took at least 5 or 10 more steps to complete. But this is true of most goals. For example, if you want to get a certain grade in your class, you may need to create a study schedule, make flashcards, start a study group, meet with your teacher to review material, etc. So each goal is going to have multiple steps. And I'm so happy that the project worked out. I love that the girl plannered power is complete. They are still living over there behind my desk. So I'm really happy it worked out. And while it was happening, there were seriously so many times that I just wanted to quit. It was too much work. I was going to leave something huge out. It'd be full of typos. The printing costs I feel like they kept rising. And you know what? To be fair, I did unknowingly leave people out. And there are typos, but it's really not the end of the world. But the whole time, and this is important for any goal, I was constantly visualizing how great it was going to feel to finish the planner. I wrote letters to my future self. I wrote letters to the planner. I wrote letters to the girls that were going to receive the planner as a gift, writing about how great it was going to be when I achieved that goal. I even cleaned out a space around my desk where the boxes were going to go. So visualizing is like a brain trick. And when you do this, you give your brain the really wonderful feeling and pride of accomplishment. And it tricks your brain into working to achieve that feeling again, even when you're not thinking about it. So visualizing how it's going to feel to complete your goal is a good way to kind of help your brain work while you're asleep, while you're taking a shower, while you're doing all those little daily mundane things. Your brain is working to try to figure out how it can feel that good again. The other thing that is really important to me when working on goals is to remember why you're chasing the goal. For me, history is a huge motivation. I love history. I love reading primary sources, putting them into context, learning about historical actors and actresses, and I want to share that passion and that knowledge with other people. I really hated history until late in high school when I had an amazing teacher. Hey, Mr. O'Brien. And so maybe sharing my passion and what I'm learning with others can inspire another girl to look at history as something that is fascinating rather than something that is boring and dull and doesn't include them at all. So every time I wanted to give up, I really thought about that desire and that pride of creating something that combined so many of my passions. And to me, that's the really, the most important key to achieving your goal is to remember the why. Yes, your goal should be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, all that. But it's the why that is going to keep you going. It's the why that's going to keep you motivated when it gets hard. Like when, oh my gosh, all the printing costs are suddenly so much more than I planned for. Or when it just gets exhausting, when you're like, I have read this draft of this planner 500,000 times and I don't ever want to look at it again. Remembering that why can keep you going. So somewhere in the comments or in a DM, tell me a goal that you want to reach for 2019. I'm still thinking of mine, so maybe next week I'll have something to share. So thank you again for tuning in. I really hope to see you at Winterfest or at the EWI market. If you need directions or the address, just DM me and I will help you find your way there. I also hope that you do not get this gross winter cold, and if you do, feel better soon. All right, stay warm, take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.